Why is it so fucking dark? Did I get it to work? Yeah, it looks normal now. I already made this video. Like, I already took the video. I already recorded everything. But my phone didn't fucking save it, so I guess we're ranting again. Alright, another video like these. I don't think I'll do these videos a lot where it's just really late at night. If you couldn't tell, I literally only have my. Let me show y'all my LED light on. It's on blue because I want some light instead of just being black. Anyways, what I'm going to talk about today is that the future is fucking scary and that I will always make the wrong decision. Right? Because life is trial and error, right? Specifically in my field, which is YouTube, it's always trial and error. And I feel like an analogy that one of my favorite YouTubers, David Achu, let me know if y'all know David Achu, one of the greatest YouTubers of all time, up there with myself and Joe Bartolozzi, specifically Joe Bartolozzi Philosophy, and David Achu. And he made this analogy. I don't know which video it was. Maybe I'll link the video in the comments or like in the description. Check it out. He's actually amazing. Anyways, the analogy he made is imagine you watch one movie. The movie you it doesn't matter what you think of the movie. It's a movie. And then let's say but there was two movies. Won't you be like I mean, maybe you're not thinking about this. I'm not thinking about this. But from a factual from a factual point, we can look at it and be like, you watched one movie. The chances of you liking the other movie more or less, the chance of you having made the wrong decision, right? That was what it was. The chance of you making the wrong decision in picking the movie that you picked out of the two is 50%, right? The only way that you're actually gonna know it is if you watch the other movie. Now, let's say there's not just two movies, but there's 50 movies, 100 movies. You pick one random movie, the chances of you picking the movie that you like the most are basically 0%. It's 1%. Yeah, 1%. And now look at life. There's not one decision that you could make. There's not two, there's not 100, there's not 1,000, there's not millions. There's so many you can't count them, right? And for me, that's scary. And I have also a personal story. I'm not like English or American, I'm Austrian. And when I think back in my life, if I hadn't made the subconscious decision, or if my mom didn't make the subconscious decision to let me watch, like, I don't know, SpongeBob SquarePants with her in English, then I would have never watched English, therefore never learned English, therefore had a much smaller chance in actually succeeding as a YouTuber. Being an English YouTuber is much easier than a German YouTuber. If you think, just think about it like this. If there's less people that speak the same language as you do, then the people that will watch your content are going to be smaller, right? That's why that's why the biggest YouTubers, the biggest Twitch streamers are going to be in the language that are spoken the most. You don't see a guy speaking uh I don't know what's a unpopular language. I don't know. You don't see up there with the top people someone that speaks I don't know Vietnamese. Okay, that was a random pick. That speaks Irish, right? That speaks. I'm really picking like the worst examples here. That speaks Finnish, okay? You don't see people like that up there because there's less people that can watch and consume their stuff. Same thing with German, right? A lot of people speak German, but the chances are just higher. And it's like, if I didn't make that decision, my likeliness would be very low to actually becoming a YouTuber. So I guess that's kind of scary. There's no solution to this video because you wouldn't live a life. I had some fire like explanation back then, but basically what I'm saying is living life as if you already lived it isn't living life, right? Because you have to imagine life is trial and error. Also, I have like Greek god hair or some bullshit, bro, because this is insane, bro. Anyways, um, fuck. What was I talking about? Like living life without trial and error, error, without trial, isn't life. If I was living my life as if I've already lived it, as if I had an instruction manual on how to get anywhere I wanted, then it wouldn't be life, right? Because I feel like a lot for me, as cringe as it sounds, the journey is what makes the end and everything really amazing, right? Because if I was born rich, then I wouldn't get to be like this. Then I wouldn't get to feel like, wow, I just made my first money. I just got my first job. I'm thrilled, right? The same way that, and this is a stark like example, the same way that people in orphanage will never experience what parents is like, that they will grow up very differently. The same way I grow up differently towards someone who's rich, right? But that's why you can't be like, I don't know why I even made this point. I think my point was supposed to be like trial and error and progress and is harder to achieve. Like if you work from a family of poor people, chances of becoming rich are much smaller than when you are born into a family with a family owned business that is thriving. You get what I mean? But I hate that I just don't have a solution, that there's no ending point of this video that I can't just be like, and that's okay, or something like that. Because one of my dreams, or my dreams are, in a nutshell, I want to make money, right? And it's not the main goal. The main goal with YouTube is I want to make content that makes me happy, which I'm not really doing, because a lot of happiness for me from content is community reception, people telling, yo, this was good, this was bad, right? It's embarrassing to receive comments, but at the same time it's really what gives it purpose, right? Community. And the second one is, well, the first one was making it with YouTube and making community and stuff like that. Second one is living in somewhere Asia, or doesn't even have to be necessarily Asia. Just having genuinely an Asian girlfriend, a genuinely good relationship, specifically a daily ritual where she sits on my face and humiliates me. Those are the two goals, right? I don't know why I said it so seriously, but those are the goals. And how I'm gonna get there, I don't know. I'm sure that there's somewhere out in the multiverse a version of me that's like already achieved that, even if I'm right now just 16, right? I just made the right decisions at the right place at the right time. But at the same time, it's like, I kind of know what I'm doing wrong. I just am lazy as fuck to change it. Because YouTube is longevity. YouTube is not deleting videos and creating new accounts to think you make a better start, right? But yeah, I think that's kind of the end of today's rant. I'm filming this at 12 at I'm at fuck Americans. Like I'm just gonna say it. I'm filming this at 12, like 00:12, 0 o'clock. I don't know how people say it. So yeah, 0:12. Um, I hope one day it flourishes, and I hope one day I get answers, feedback, something like that. Otherwise, thank you guys. Make sure to live your life. Make sure to do things that make you uncomfortable, genuinely. Things I've met so many people that are like genuinely scared to do things that are like, I have my comfort zone and I never want to step out. You know, like it's like if I never stepped out of my comfort zone of being all for tits and thighs, then I would have never seen the beauty of ass. If I would have never stepped out of my comfort zone and been like, yo, porn is amazing, let me try hentai, then I wouldn't, you know, you get what I mean? Like, it's like, I have to try out new shit. Like, I just jerked off today to, I mean, there's still a cum stain on my bed here. It's genuinely, like, weird. Um, like, different hentai. Like, I feel like doing something new every day is just incredibly easy and incredibly amazing. Because I am I'm starving of hentai content. I feel like I'm really drifting away, but I feel like I'm just gonna rant about this. I feel like I'm really starved of hentai content because if people who watch hentai, bro, they make no good content, and at the same time, it's like the the frequency of how much they upload, and they give like the worst teams the most budget, and they have the most hentai out there. Bro, like I don't want to watch another queen bee fucking um hentai, bro, right? But yeah, I feel like I feel like this should be a video of its own. I really got a lot of hentai shit to talk about. I almost became a hentai reviewer too. We'll talk about that next time. Anyways, I think I'm gonna conclude the video here. I feel like I'm drifting off too hard. So yeah, remember, step out of your titty hold and look at some cheeks every once in a while. Goodbye.